Hello and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. I am Auntie, of course. Today we are having a special guest that should be showing up in a moment. I'm very, very excited about today's show. No, I did say first of all, I am excited about the show, but I want to thank all of my listeners. I do have to start off by saying that last week we achieved something that left me flabbergasted, and that's hard to do if you know Auntie. So I truly want to thank everybody that tuned in last week. I ended with over 134,000 listeners tuning in, which is left me ecstatic because I am super excited to know that I have so many people that are listening. That is why today we do have an exciting show. We do know this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in that we will be discussing sexual health and well-being. For me, last year, I'm not sure if some of those that have been following me for a while, I do own a adult toy company, and in that company, I did learn a lot of stuff. I don't really utilize that business much anymore. However, I did gain a lot of training while I did own that business, and working for the Pure Romance Company, and I'm gonna shout them out because when I did first start off, they were a sponsor, and I did, what I'm saying, I do enjoy working for them. But one of the requirements that they have is that you have to learn, you have to take a sexual health and wellness course. And then if you want to go further, you are able to go ahead and become a counselor. If you know Auntie, challenge me, and I'm going for the challenge. So I was challenged to do that, and I did go ahead and get certified to become a sexual health and wellness counselor. So today's show, we will be discussing sexual health and well-being and mental well-being. Um, and like I said, a lot of people, a lot of times when they hear me say, you know, um, I mentioned that I'm a sexual health counselor. A lot of men do the first questions they ask me pertaining to, oh, so that means you have sex a lot? Absolutely not. Um, a lot of men say, oh, so you know a lot. No, I mean, I do know a general amount. I do know probably more than some people do know, but I don't know. I'm not like an expert. They do have sexologists, people that actually study sex. I have studied sex to a degree, but my focus is like on the brain, why people respond the way they do, why people do the things they do. So when it came to the mental well-being and as far as how sexual health plays a part in that, it's a lot of information to be taken in. It really is. And especially in mental health, there are a lot of people out there. Oh, look who we have here joining us. All righty. So today we have a special guest, and I am super excited for Ms. Renee Simone. I had the opportunity of meeting her this weekend um, when I went to go and visit the Shops of Brandon. And I like, listen, this woman is like, just from the connection we met that day. Yeah, I'm super, super excited about her. And I'm going to let her tell you all a little bit about her and what she has going on. There you go, Miss Renee.
Hi, everybody. I am Rena Simone, and I am a life coach and trauma
Yeah.
healer. I am also a beauty and wellness product maker. So, yes, I have several hats that I wear, but all of it is about inner health and beauty so that you can shine from the inside out. Yes.
Right. And so y'all already know we're gonna be doing some auntie makeovers. I'm so excited. Y'all know I like to try products. I tell people all the time, if you have a product, if you got something that y'all want me to try, just remember that I have very, very sensitive skin and I have HS. But if y'all want auntie to try the products for y'all, I don't mind trying them. I don't. I really don't mind trying them out for y'all. I don't. I don't mind. Um, But like I said, I was explaining to them that today we're going to be discussing breaking the silence, and we are going to be discussing sexual health and mental well-being.
Yes.
Um, so with that being said, I know you have like this wonderful line of expertise in some of those departments, especially when it comes to mental health. So, what do you feel like the importance of mental health and sexual health is? We're going to try to jump right into that. Like, but what do you feel like the importance of discussing sexual health and mental wellness.
The importance is you can't find the right partner to love on you correctly if your mental health is not right. You have
That,
to heal from the traumas that you went through in the past. If anything has happened to you sexually, you have to know your body. You have to be able to express yourself in those intimate moments and not be afraid of any feedback that you get. You have to be able to take a step back and say no and stand on it. You have to be able to say, yes, I want it. All of that in one, like just being able to tap into you and expressing yourself from a healed place. Sex will be so much better if you're having it from a healed place, because then you are completely satisfied from the soul out.
that's out. That's why that's my girl. I told her, see, listen, you better talk to me.
Yeah.
Listen, you better talk to me. Cause like I said, we just met and we got like a long relationship ahead of us, girl. Cause I said, all right, so Mr. Walter, so after I break up with a chick after a weekend of fun, how long do I need to heal before starting over again? Okay, so Miss Rena, cause I did mess up your name, Miss Renee at the beginning, Miss
You
Rena.
fine.
So listen, Mr. Walter. This is
Mr.
one of my
Walker,
favorites. That get him. You go ahead, girl.
why do I feel like you playing with me right now, Mr. Walsh? Why do I feel like you is playing with me right now? So
But
after
he
you
got
have
might
your
be
week,
serious. He might be serious,
why?
girl.
Well, if you are serious and you're jumping from weekend to weekend with a new chick, you need to book a session with me, because we need to figure out why you hopping around, Mr. Walter, and so that when you do find a chick, it can be satisfying and you don't have to keep looking for other ones to replace that one. And how long should you wait? You need to stop right now and heal, and then start back.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, baby. Auntie got
Yes,
her one in the building. I was so excited about this matchup. Listen, they was not ready. They
at
not ready to
all.
listen. They was not ready.
They not ready.
Ooh, they went. Okay, so
Mhm.
ooh, that one. That was what Walter said. Well, you see, women love chocolate that comes in many flavors in one box. So does Walter. All right, so Mr. Walter. Okay, Walter, are we looking for another wife?
Another wife. We done had a wife.
No, Mr. Walter. Mr. Walter. Walter has many wives. He is who taught me what polygamy was about. The
Oh,
relationships.
okay.
Yes. So that is my like he Mr. Walter has been around since I started on BFAM 109.6. Like he has been around. So I have learned a lot in the last year from Mr. Walter. Now Mr.
Okay.
Walter is telling me about the women on the weekend. I didn't know Walter had the women on the weekend. Me and Mr. Walter need to have us a conversation too.
So we have women on the weekend and we have several wives. Then it sounds like the wives aren't satisfying Mr. Walter. So Mr. Walter does need to heal.
Walter, we're not working to that. We're not doing that. You're not tainting my guests, Walter. No.
No, no,
You're
no.
not
We ain't
tainting
doing
them.
that.
We're not tainting the guests, Walter. We're not
We're not
I
doing
told
that.
you your last time was your last time. We're not doing this with you, Walter. Not today. Not today. We're talking about sexual health and mental well being. We are not gonna let you come in there with that confusion, Walter. No, sir.
Right.
No, 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 sir. Not today. Not today. But okay, so and now that I did say that, so what do you feel like the mental impact is on sexual health as far as like with people? I know like we discussed it when you were saying about how that person could love you better, but then you have a lot of people because I'm very very big on soul ties. So I'm real big on the energy.
Oh, yeah.
um I'm very big on like I know when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, and even now is glamorized with the makeup sex and all that stuff that they have going on, or that's the stuff that turn me on, that energy stuff. See, I don't be on that. I done learned too much. Like I done learned too much, and so I had asked the question. I asked the man a question, and the comment was made when they have says, they needed to have sex because they're stressed out, and they said I need to release this stress. That was the answer they gave. And when I asked the person, I was like, did you just hear what you just said? And they didn't understand what I was getting at, and I was like, listen, energy, all that stuff. You just said that you want to release your stress. So where you gonna release stress into? So you want to
None of it.
deliver. Right, you want to deliver bullshit and all that to other people. But no, but like for real though, people, and I'm laughing, but seriously, people say that all the time, or they get mad, or that turn them on. They get then
Right.
they don't understand why they stressed out, why they going through the
Right.
motions,
Right.
why they dealing, they're dealing with
So
the crazies.
so
Hmm.
for women especially, because we are interred. So when they release
Right.
it, everything is on us now. So they walk away feeling good, and you feel heavy, you feel sad, you feel
Hmm.
depressed, you feel angry, and you wasn't feeling like that before you lay down. But you don't
You
know
better
why you
talk to
feeling
me.
like that. But now
Right.
you don't know why you're feeling like that because he has released all of that within you. So
Amen.
you can't allow that to happen, especially when you know this man has multiple partners. Because if that female, because I don't want to curse, if that female
Oh no,
is
baby, you can
angry,
curse. Oh, I ain't tell you, girl. You can curse. You can curse, honey. Mm-hmm.
if that female is angry, if that female
Mm-hmm.
is bitter, if that female
Right.
is complaining about you and why you still dealing with her, and I thought you was gonna leave her, and you're gonna feel all of that energy that she just left on him. You're gonna feel
Uh
that
huh.
now because he has now brought that to you.
That you better, girl. You better come on and talk to me. That listen for my listeners. If y'all just tuning in, baby, listen. We had the most. Baby, we got Rena Simone on here,
Listen,
and listen. I was so ready for this. I was
that
ready for this.
he has just brought that energy to you. We have a sixth sense. We know when our man is doing something they ain't got no business doing. Even if he ain't sleep with her, we know you was around something. Cause I feel it. If she
That's listen.
if she rubbed on you with her lotion and her oil all on her head, all of that,
Lit. You better talk.
energy, all of that energy that she just put on you has now transferred on you, is not in my house. So now I need to figure out why I'm ready to snap on you for no reason when I just had a good day.
That
Now,
you, girl, girl, you better
now I
hush.
need to now I need to figure out why all of a sudden I was feeling for you. Now I want you to touch me.
Listen. Hey, all
Where
my listeners, y'all know Auntie love
where
y'all, and y'all got to make it make sense. That's what we doing today. I'm telling y'all. Listen.
where does
Okay,
that come
Walter.
from?
Walter say, what about these ladies I am out with every week that are out cheating on their man? It goes, but
It does.
Walter, and you already know, Walter. I am here for
It
that.
does.
We call them all out, the men and the women, both
It
men
does
and
go
women,
both
both. We gonna
ways.
call them out. I don't mind calling them out, and
It does.
women, y'all know.
It does go both ways. It does. It absolutely does go both ways. But the thing about men is they choose to brush stuff under the rug. They choose not to listen to their intuition as much as women when it comes to that subject. They
Right.
choose not to. They choose not to involve their mental health into that when it comes to that. They choose to accept more and sit back and act like they don't see what's really going on. And
Mhm.
the ones who do say, I see you and you fucked up, is the ones who snapping and why these females ain't alive no more.
Girl, you better get out my head and stay out my mouth. Listen, we just had that conversation with somebody. I literally just was telling them. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all don't understand. And this goes for all of my same sex couples, LGBTQ community, because y'all know I'm loud and proud. I don't mind. I'm here. I'm her.
Right.
Listen, that's who it is. That's what it is. I need y'all to speak out so much more when y'all be dealing with stuff, because I am a survivor, as we all know. I survived a same sex relationship that was meant for me to be dead. You know what I'm saying? And in this month, every day, I speak loud and proud about domestic violence. I don't mind talking about that. But I need it to become, you know what I'm saying? Well, I need it to stop. So I do need it to stop. But if it is happening, I need y'all to feel comfortable to reach out to somebody. If you need to reach out to me, and I know Miss Rena is, you know what I'm saying, she waiting, like literally, y'all reach out to somebody and talk to somebody because there are people that truly understand, and everybody not gonna turn their back on you, especially when you dealing with the mental health parts of a relationship, especially in the LGBTQ community. Listen, I need y'all to reach out because it's a lot
Reach
of stuff
out.
going on, and and I support the LGBT community, but y'all know I speak when some stuff is right and when some things that are wrong. I speak on it, don't matter who you is. I feel right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hi.
Hey, there he go, Mr. Show I. And y'all know Mr. Show I, he is at work tonight. He truly wanted to be here tonight, but instead of being here with us, he is out working and enjoying the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. So let's hope they win.
Woo-hoo.
Right. Let's hope the Tampa Bay Lightning win because y'all know how they do. Um, but yeah, so that I just want to throw that in there because I've been having a couple of conversations and I've been seeing a few people that have been dealing with some same sex stuff that's going on. And I mean, yes, there are places, for them to speak to, but I don't really know a lot of them, and I'm not gonna say that I do, but and I am looking to create a type of directory. Um, that's a little bit something more into the make it make sense directory that we are working on. It is. It's like a resource type back in the day phone book that we got to
Okay.
make that make sense now that we working on to put some stuff together from our communities. And I want that to stretch across everywhere. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what we are building and working on it. But like get us back to these sexual. Say that's right. We know you're gonna check in, boo. We know you coming. As far as education and awareness, because I know you do that as well too. Um, do you know like when it comes to the resources that's available in like the communities? Because I know like that's something that I know we do have a couple of places. I know like the CDC and different places that have stuff going on, and I don't want to because I don't want to misquote and miscall the wrong names of these programs that they have available. But I am putting together a list so you'll be able to, if you are interested in this, you can be able to hit Auntie up and I'll make sure that I get it to you. But I want to put together a list of like resources that's available to everybody. But I do want to probably, of course, we're gonna get together, girl, and put some stuff together.
Right.
But that's one of the big things that I want to do. It's like try to put together that, and we're gonna
So
organize some classes.
I want to say this. I need to say this because a lot of people don't realize that they need therapy or that they're scared of therapy. That traditional therapy that I got my degree therapy where they have to follow state
Yes, I
guidelines
ain't back.
because they're because they're therapists. I'm not that either.
Me
I'm
either.
the
Yeah,
step I'm the step before that. I'm the life coach. I'm the trauma healer. I'm the one who will help you get comfortable with the fact that you need therapy. I am the one who can tailor a program that caters to your specific needs and not have to follow the guidelines of certain laws because
because I'm not a
that's
doctor.
just what they have to do. That's just what they
Right,
have
all
to
right,
do.
yeah. I'm not a
You
doctor.
know, I'm just
So
that's just what they have to do.
right,
A life coach and a trauma healer has a little bit more leeway, and they can show you different ways of tapping in and healing and using different tools to be able to do that versus necessarily laying on the couch or sitting on the chair and just crying out your heart and you're not understanding why you say,
right,
hey, I came in here for this, but they're starting here at that. So finding a coach or a mentor first doesn't necessarily have to be me. I might not be the fit for you, but finding
right,
that person that is a fit for you, a life coach or a mentor, they will be able to show you why a therapist goes through certain steps and you will already be prepared to be able to be comfortable with their process because you've already
right.
started the healing process.
See, and I absolutely agree because y'all know if y'all come to Auntie, y'all know I'm so unorthodox. Ooh, baby, I am not the one. I'm not the one. I'm not finna sit in there and wasn't that they say I'm an accountability coach because I really do. I'm not the one that's going like I'm not. We're not gonna sugarcoat that. I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but I'm also not here to baby you. We're gonna make it make sense, and I'm sorry, not sorry that the truth makes you be accountable for your actions.
Right.
That's just basically like how it is with me. We gonna talk about it. I'm gonna listen to you. You can get it all off your chest. Let's talk about everything we got going on. But we are going to address what it is that you did to get the responses that you received when you come deal with Auntie. That's why I say, girl, partnering up together, baby. We gonna listen. We finna take them by storm. They not ready. They don't. The world ain't ready for us, girl. They not ready for that mashup.
Hey, they better
They
get
is
ready. They
not
gotta get ready.
ready.
They gotta get ready.
Listen, they got to get ready because it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be
Hmm.
hell. But at this time, so did you have anything? Was there anything that you want to discuss? Because I don't want to just make with you having so much,
This your show. I'm
education and
following your
enlightenment with so
lead.
much information. Girl, listen, it's my show every Thursday. Every
I'm,
Thursday. You
I'm
girl, we
following your
chill up
lead.
here. We are very chill. You know what? You absolutely correct. You correct. So what we're gonna do is every now and then I find some make it make sense news, right? And that my make it make news is I go through articles, the stuff that be going on. But I do want to send condolences. I'm not sure what the woman's name is. The There was an incident here right up the street in Polk County. Y'all know I love Grady Judd. If you don't listen, but there was an incident this morning. It was domestic. It was a domestic violence. The man was actually someone they was trying to catch. He had threatened that he was going, take his wife's life, and then himself. He had a standoff this morning with them. They actually did end up taking his life, and when they went inside the home, they did find his wife in there unalive. So I do want to send condolences to her family this morning. Yeah, it was
Condolences.
like I
Yeah.
was just like right before the show. Yeah, it came out. So we do want to know, and it in light, not in light of, but this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we do want to make sure that if you are dealing with it, if you know somebody going through it, don't be afraid to intervene. Because I know a lot of people make that comment and they say, "Well, I'm not gonna get involved because she gonna go back to him." It may be that, or he may go back to him. Let me stop just saying she, because men, and y'all know I don't forget about my men, because men, I need y'all to talk to me too. Not just the LGBTQ community. I need my men to continue to reach out to Auntie because we do have a big male following on this show. Because Auntie do give them the ability to express
So
themselves, and I'm gonna call out the questions or whatever, and we gonna ask.
let me say this
Go
to
ahead.
Lynn. Let me say because the men, boy, the men. I love us women. I really do. But us women have every support
But I love us
system we can
men.
have, from the sister, from the brunches to the retreats to the government to the everything supports women. But the men who carry the weight of the world never get a chance to say, I need help. They never get a chance to
Right,
be emotional without somebody calling them soft. Uh, why you crying? You need to suck it up. You a man. You should be able to handle this and handle that.
right,
No, they have emotions too. So I do work
right.
with men as well because you guys need that. Y'all hold the weight of what you have to do as a man. Y'all hold the weight of your mothers. Y'all
That
hold the
is
weight of
right.
your sisters. Y'all hold the weight of your aunties, especially if you're the only boy or the oldest boy in the family. You also hold the weight of the household that you're in. And if you're out here and have several baby mamas, you hold the weight of each one of them too.
Hmm.
So
And them
you not
kids,
able to
yes.
express and get that weight off of you because it's somebody who is in the background telling with you how you should act, how you shouldn't act, how you should react to something versus listening to you to hear you versus listening to respond or come at you. So please take the time for your mental health as well.
That's listen, and I tell my men all the time, like for real, and the women. I tell my women, if y'all listening, this is what these men need. And so if you have these men and you wondering what's going on, and you say your man crazy and he always got stuff going on, actually talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Go out and date him. And I'm saying it. I ain't Tyler Perry and them. I ain't got the money. I ain't telling you to go date. I ain't finna be telling you no crazy stuff. I don't have that type of advice, but I'm just telling you, if you dealing with somebody that's dealing with mental health issues, first of all, know they mental health issue. Know that. But before you know their mental health issue, know yours. You know what I'm saying? If you one of these people that's girl, listen, baby, listen. I done dealt with the crazies, and I done been the
Yeah,
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I done.
Mhm.
We done did that, been there, did that. Like, I done did that. So it's like now, especially in this day and age where we are looking at so many children and young adults that are losing their lives because they don't have the adequate, what I'm saying, mental health support that they need, that they're dealing with. They living in a household where they whole life they done heard this ain't got nothing to do with you. Or
Right.
or let's back that up. Or they've been in every conversation, in every situation that you've endured. Your child done sat around there, whether you thought it was cute, whether you know what I'm saying, whether the other people around you thought it was cute. You let your child be a part of that. So you force that child to be a part of situations that now you don't want to take accountability for, because now when you have this child that hits 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, and your child is rebelling against you, or your child think that they run your household, they do. 9 times out of ten,
Mhm.
they do, and they have been for the majority of their life, because you felt that it was better for you to be in the streets or have them around the streets. You're not looking at the focus of what is going on in that child's mental health. So now it becomes society's problem. It's just the same thing when we have all these children that's dealing with these deaths that we are dealing with. When you have your child that's out here dealing with they homie that they just buried. You know what I'm saying? When they go through that, these little boys, just because, and I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, they deserve it. And I used to be one of them people, you know what I'm saying? I used to be in the streets. And then I was also a parent that used to get mad when I seen other children out there doing certain things that I felt like maybe their parents should have been watching them. But I also know that it comes to times when children make their own decisions, but we have to be
Mhm.
accountable for all the mental issues that we placed on our children. And that's why I done said it before. Everything ain't a generational curse.
It starts from the
Everything.
womb. And there's a book that's called "It Doesn't Start with You," and I feel like
Hmm.
everybody needs to read that book because it really breaks down
Yes,
the
see.
genetics of how trauma transfers, not just from the womb but from the sperm as well. So when these babies come out and you be like, why is this so angry? Or when you start recognizing their personality as toddlers and you be like, oh, why do they do this? Why does this happen? Why does this it starts from the womb.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever issues, and I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday or the day before, where a child does not have to meet their father a day in their life to be just like them.
What list exactly? And that is true. It's true, but people don't. People sit around and people make comments all the time, and they say that, oh, well, he act just like his daddy, and you just be sitting around there, but you don't even let him see his daddy.
Right.
But then you'll say, oh, he ain't nothing like his daddy. Yes, he is. He's just like his daddy. And
Yeah.
regardless of what you teach this child, now you do have to teach them how to handle situations, how to
Yeah.
endure what they're going through. But at some stuff, and you know what I'm saying, even with in my classes when we be studying, and they tell certain things are born with, certain things that you learn, behaviors, and some things, and it is true. There are a lot of learned patterns and behaviors, but I agree, a lot of stuff does is passed on through the womb. Um,
It
a lot
is.
of stuff, a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff is passed on from the womb, and the reason why it's so hard for society to figure out which is which is because you steady putting your child in front of social media, and you steady putting your child in front of TV, and you steady letting your child listen to this song and that song that is feeding their brain with the negativity and feeding their brain with thoughts that they don't need to be having at their age. But if you really sit and take all of that away from them and pay attention to their true personality, you will be able to tell the difference between a taught behavior and a behavior that you need to step in and address. Even though both of them you need to step in and address, but
Right.
the ones that are truly in them are the ones that you really have to take the time to heal that. And the only way you can take the time to heal your child is if you take the time to heal yourself.
You better talk.
You
See,
have
I
to
can't
heal
even say
yourself.
that.
You have to heal yourself in order to be able to help your child heal. It starts with you, because I guarantee you your child is mirroring you in
I,
some
I'm
aspect.
I and
In some
I
aspect,
believe that. I believe that
your
because
child is
I'm one.
mirroring you.
I'm one that I had you know what I'm saying, I had a trouble past, you know, with my mother, and it's no secret, if you know me, you know that me and my mama relationship was toxic as long as we was in the same household, as long as we was together. And that did pass on to the relationship that I had with my daughter. And what was so crazy was, because of the relationship me and my mama had growing up, I always said I didn't want to be anything like my mama. And I had lived my whole life trying as hard as I could not to be my mama, only for me to grow up and hit a certain age and realize, nigga,
You your mama.
you your
You your
mama.
mama.
Like, no matter what you do, no matter how you change, try to flip that around, no matter how, whatever situations that you went out there and endured, you literally are your mama. And there's no way that I can change. And I'm down to even the way I look. I look just like my mama. Like, I can't get away from my mama. If I tried to get away from my mama, I mean, she here looking in the mirror.
Right.
And it was crazy because when my mama was even sick, my mama had a stroke in the hospital. She had a stroke that only the doctor knew about. And I was able to walk into the hospital room, literally walk in there, look at my mama, and turn to the nurse and ask her, well, when my mama had a stroke? And the nurse argued with me. Me and this lady argued all the way down. Like, this lady told me, she was like, she did not have. I said, ma'am, listen. She did. The doctor walked in and I asked him, and he said, yes, ma'am, she did have one. He said, but can I ask you how you know? Because I've been looking at the same face for my whole life. No matter how long I tried to get away from that woman, I look just like her. So if there's something wrong with her face, and if you look at my face, you can see, because I have well, my face, the short shell, a lot of it came from domestic violence, but then it also came from the nerve damage and stuff. You know, and I also have the migraines that cause stroke-like behaviors. And so my face is now like forever this droop and stuff. But this is what my mama looked like before she passed away. So I was just like, bro, listen, I never had a chance to be who I was gonna be. I just got to change my personality because I'm my mama. Right,
Right.
I'm her. I'm her. There's no way around that. I'm her. Even my daughter. My daughter got so many of my mannerisms. It was just like, she a different person, but she me. Like,
We
she
can't
real deal is me.
we can't break generational curses without changing ourselves. It stays a pattern in the family if you don't change yourself, because you are passing down the pattern. So if you change the pattern, then you can pass down the correct
Right.
way of doing things.
And see, that was me because, like, well, my mom and them, and I, you know, is she done left here, she gone now. But you know, I was raised up in a lot of the families is that what goes on stay here, all that. Oh, you don't go to no therapy, you don't go tell nobody your business. That was always a thing. But you know, gossip was rampant with my mama, and so it was always like, oh, you don't go get no therapy, but I can go over here and talk about you. So that was something that bothered me a lot, and that also bothered, you know, when I was growing up, the way that was handled. So that literally made me want to study psychology and sociology so much more, because I wanted to know why people act and do the things the way that they do. So that's really what it was like, my mama in that relationship. And I also said that now, he said, oh, you really laying down the facts. We appreciate it all. He learning. Thank
Oh, thank
all.
you. Thank you.
And so it was just like, you know, when it came down to me having to make decisions and stuff, it was like, I can't, because now I done turned into this person. That is who I am now. I can't be a, you know,
Yes, you can.
so I know that's how I felt before. You know, it was like I couldn't, but then it was like once I went through stuff and it was like, you know what? This is not what it is. All that, this bothered me, so I'm not finna be dealing with this. I'm finna go get some therapy. I'm finna go over here and talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go get this up off my chest. And once I did that, it was like, you know, baby, that's not what we doing. And people would tell me, it's like, you know what, you need to go be a therapist. Like, you done been through so much. You still be walking around here smiling. Like, so you done been, yes, baby. And I can tell you the stories, the war wounds. I got the wounds to prove it, honey. And I'm going to tell you, we going to smile and we going to keep it moving. But what we is going to do, we going to make it make sense.
Right.
Here we are. This is
Making it
after
make sense.
therapy. Right. This is after therapy. Whew. This is off of so much stuff that be going on. We here. We here. We making it make sense. And whether people know it, like, I know a lot of people tune in because they want to hear what I got to say. But okay, so hold on. We have somebody. Miss Serena from Ohio. With everyone saying they are a life coach, what makes you different than people that people should come to you?
So, what makes me different from other people that I know of, this is just me
Mm-hmm.
speaking on me, is the
Mm-hmm.
fact that I will ask you certain questions to know your lifestyle, your habits, your past, your present, and where you want to go in the future, so that I can tailor a plan for you that fits all of that, all the way down from your religion to the way you eat, to how you talk, to the way you dress, to the tools that you want to use, whether it be nature, whether it be crystals, whether it be candles, whether it be oils, whether it be reading, whether it be music, whether it be meditation, whatever that is. I will take all of that information and then I will tailor a plan to help you change what you need to change in life and move forward how you need to move forward. I am not just going to take a basic outline and use it on everybody. That's why people aren't getting healed, because people are
Right.
taking the same outline and using it on everybody, and everybody can't take the same lessons. Everybody can't take the same
Right.
trainings and teachings. You have to tailor to that person's needs. So what I feel like stands me out is the fact that I will take all of that and tailor something to your needs versus using the basic outline and telling you to go for it, and then you got to figure it out later, and they can't answer questions because they didn't dive deep enough into who you are as a person.
All right, and okay, well said. And with me, what made me different from everybody? Well, first of all, this show. So this is where I give people, the ability to be able to get Auntie raw and uncut. You're able to ask those questions, and I give people a voice. Where as far as even when I'm doing the life coach thing, so first let me get in and say this. With me being a life coach, I do deal with all people, but I kind of tailor more to youth and young adults. And with me, I do a lot of resilience and self love, and we work on So I'm the person that saying she said like she right before the therapist. I'm that person that you probably will come to that'll probably send you to Miss Rena, when you come and see me and you sitting there having a conversation, because I'm a person that is very open. So if you coming to me for us, I don't even like to call them sessions. If we go and have us a girl day, because that's what it'll be when I'm dealing, you know what I'm saying, or we a hangout day, because I don't like to make it formal, sitting in a room, you know what I'm saying. It don't have to be that. It could be a telephone call. It could be us going out to have coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in it for the money. Yes, money is wonderful. We all need money to pay bills and things. What makes me stand out, because a lot of my services I do for free. I do a lot of things, and when it comes to like spiritual, I'm not, like we all know, I'm not religious, so I do kind of stuff on the energy and the way God moved me type basis. I'm not. I listen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I do allow everybody to come to me and talk to me. And I'm very open with them, and I have a way with people. We sit and we talk, and it's almost like we old friends. So it's not
So
something so much that you feel. Yeah, it's not like a
she's
therapy
a mentor,
session.
right? She's a
That yeah,
mentor.
yeah.
She's
I
a
guess
mentor.
yeah.
She's a mentor. I'm the
Look,
I, I'm the coach, and then you would
yeah.
graduate to the therapist.
Yeah, so yeah. So it's that, like, kind of do that thing, and even when it comes to the kids, I work with a lot of the youth. You know what I'm saying? I deal with at risk youth, or those that are trying to re-enter society. I deal with a lot of domestic violence victims. That's why I say men, women. I deal, because that's, I've really dealt with that. I'm a survivor from that. I also deal with a lot of people that deal with illnesses. Because we all know, like, if you tune in, I live with HS every day. I am a two-time cancer survivor. So yeah, I do, so my coaching, it kind of goes differently. So it's not, like she said, maybe a mentor, but people come and reach out when they just need somebody like to really talk to, that's gonna listen to them. But I am very unorthodox. So it's not gonna be, if you come to me, don't expect me to like I'm very empathetic, but I'm not gonna sit there and baby. the situation, unless that's what it needs for that time. So if you come to me and you're discussing something with me and it's about like we learning about yourself and you learning about self, if we're sitting there having a conversation and the whole conversation you done deflected to everybody else, then that conversation is not going to be just like, Auntie just sitting there like, yes, baby, and would you like to do? No, absolutely not. It does, it could be a little people. I don't want to use the word brutal, but I am gonna hold you accountable. So I guess is accountability is what that's like my name. So we gonna get to that before we get to anything else. And I guess most therapists don't do stuff like that. Most life coaches don't do that. They're gonna just give you the glitz and the glamour, the workshops or whatever. And I do that too, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We're gonna make it make sense. So if you come to me, and that's what made me stand out, is that you're gonna make it make sense with me. It's not like you just not gonna tell me something and I'm just gonna give you, oh yeah, this is gonna work, and then you should go. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take accountability for what parts you played in that, what level you're at with yourself and self-love and what you have going on within yourself. Because a lot of times if we put into ourselves, we will find that a lot of those issues that's around us really don't affect us as much. Because if you actually have time, if you're pouring into yourself, and I'm not saying don't pour into other people, but you also have to be careful when you're pouring into other people when you're dealing with a lot of stuff too. You have to be,
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's when it comes to me. So if you're gonna look at me, that's what separates me from everybody else. I'm not looking to earn $100 an hour just to tell you a bunch of rubbish or some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for to go sit with nobody and just fill their head with nothing and then try to empty out nobody's bank account. No, I want to make it make sense, like for real, because you or have to deal with in society. And I don't know what your mental state is, and I just don't play with people in their mental states at all. So,
Let me also add this for anybody who, excuse me, for anybody who is thinking about starting to do shadow work or tap into mental
mm-hmm.
health and heal themselves. Um, don't open Pandora's box if you're not going to go all the way through with it. And
Amen.
let me tell you why you shouldn't do that. Because what happens is we're going to go through this process and I'm going to learn about you and I'm going to understand your traumas and your past and your fears and your insecurities and your needs and your wants and your dislikes. I'm going to figure out all of this stuff. And then we're going to start to unpack this stuff to figure out why you dislike that, why you act like this, why you talk like this, why you dress like this, why you walk like this, all of this stuff. I'm going to figure all of this out and we're going to unpack it and we're going to continue to unpack it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get emotional and it's going to get deep and it's going to get all of that. And once you get to those points where you're getting all the way deep down to those subconscious traumas that make us consciously act, because people don't realize our subconscious is how we consciously act, how we
That's right.
consciously speak. Our
That's right.
subconscious is what rules us. And so we got to get back to that. We got to get to our subconscious to figure out why you consciously doing stuff. So
Right.
once we
All the
figure
time.
Right. So once we figure all that out and it starts to get deep and it starts to get heavy and it starts to get sad and it starts to get a little depressing, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be happy therapy.
Right. Oh, shout out
When
on
you
the
start
knock thing down.
unpacking all of that stuff. So when you start getting into that and then you stop abruptly, you're going to go into a deep depression. You're going to start spiraling and doing things that acting out in a way that's unladylike or unmanlike or trauma based, angry, all of that. And you're not going to understand why your aura and why your attitude and why your energy has shifted so much that from how it was before. It's because now you've unpacked all of this stuff and you didn't continue the journey to heal from it.
Right.
So you're going to actually be worse than when you started off. And I'm
Right.
telling you, if nobody else has told you this, I'm telling you this. You will be worse than what you started off, because you have now realized what you needed to unpack and it's laying out in front of you. The cards is on the table. Put your cards on the table. It's on the table. And you looking at these cards and you like, what the fuck? For real?
Yeah.
And now now you don't know what to do with them. You don't know the next move. You don't
And
know
that's the
how to heal.
problem. And
And that
that's a problem.
and that's going to be the problem. So you have to go all the way through with the healing process, with the coaching process, with the mentoring process in order to get to where you need to be on the other side. Otherwise, it's not going to be a pretty experience at the end of it. You're going to be like, that didn't help me. That made me worse. 'Cause did you finish? Or did you just
Exactly.
stop in the middle and say, I don't want to do this no more because it's getting hard?
You are 100% correct, and that goes for, and I'm just going, that don't, and that ain't even just when it comes to the spiritual. That's with anything that you do. If you start
Mhm.
something and don't finish, it's going to be way harder, because now you done created an extra mess that you got to get over or get out the way before you can get to what you really went to accomplish. And that is very true. And when what you saying that, a lot of people, like, they know that I'm very, very spiritual. When I tell them that religion, I'm not really big on religion, but I have studied a lot of religions. And I believe it's what is your connection that you have, your energy connection, whoever, whatever you have going on, y'all know. Because as it for me, like they say, as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. But people need to be careful, and I tell them a lot of times, and they don't understand when they be, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to spiritual connections and when they going and reaching out to people that have certain abilities, they have to be careful, because all of those abilities are not pure. And I tell a lot of people when I see them, it's not funny, but I seen somebody had made the comment, and I see it a lot with the girls when they run to the store and they go grab sage and all this stuff, and they say they cleaning their house. Oh, I walked through my whole house with sage. I did all this stuff in my house, and I just be looking, because I tell people all the time, you have to be careful with them portals that y'all be opening up, talking about religions. Oh, I went to this religion, I went to this church, I went to that, and a lot of stuff that they be listening to. A lot of that stuff spiritually, and that's what, we're gonna have to continue this on another show, because I want you to get into. We can go in depth with the whole.
We can.
Yes, girl.
Because I
Listen,
got
we're
a
going.
spiritual
Listen.
name. Look, I
I
got a
know.
spiritual name. I just ain't put it up there. And the
Don't put
first
it out
thing
there.
somebody, the first thing when somebody tell me I staged my house, I said, well, did you open the windows and the doors? No, I just staged my house. Then it ain't go
And
nowhere.
you trapped everything inside the house. And
You
that go for,
exactly
listen, and I'm going, and with you saying that, and that goes for my other ones that don't just do sage. This go for my and I don't like to call out the religions, but y'all know my Christians. I won't, this is going out to, when y'all, and I'm not gonna just say y'all, but when certain people tell people, oh, I'm gonna rebuke this and I'm gonna do that there, before you just go in there rebuking stuff, you have to remove stuff and cleanse stuff. You can't just go in there, rebuke it and bind it, because once you bind it, you're binding it right there with that problem. I need y'all to remove those issues first. Stop thinking that every time y'all running up talking about I'm binding something and I'm doing this here. Yeah, you surely is binding it right to your behind and right to what y'all got going on.
right.
Stop going out here talking about y'all burning this sage in y'all houses, y'all cleaning y'all houses, and y'all wonder why y'all children are hellions. Stop sitting around in here going letting everybody talking about they read your palm and you done went to such and such and they done told you this and told you that. Don't listen. And please don't nobody come to Auntie and ask me, can I read no palms? Am I a medium? Do I listen? I have had conversations with them other people. I do, but I don't play like that. I ain't messing with nothing and none of that stuff. If God don't show it to me and tell me to go
That's
tell
it.
somebody, then it's not happening.
Right.
It won't. I'm not letting anything enter. No, no, I'm not letting
And
it.
let's just be clear about this because I that's why I said I get into your religion too, because I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to all backgrounds of
Uh huh.
religion and spirituality. So let's bridge the gap on this if we need to bridge the gap on it, and let you know that when you rebuking and binding in the name of Christianity, that's also spirituality.
Right. Right. And they
So
need to, but people don't, they separate the two, which I
and
don't
there's
understand. We're gonna get into that on
it's
another
not
show.
it's not a separation. It's a combination.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Whether
into
you
that on another
yeah.
show. We definitely, and I'm telling you, baby, we is definitely going to get into that on another You know what? As a matter of fact, what you're doing this week with that being Halloween, because that is my favorite. Listen, yes, girl. I'm so excited. And people think that's so crazy. They be like, "Oh, you must be the devil." Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not. I enjoy the fact that the children enjoy that they having a ball. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what other people got going on. But I do.
It's
I just like. I like the black cats. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I like.
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I didn't know Thursday. I didn't know Thursday
I'm
was
gonna need you to
Halloween.
get it together because you got girl. I'm gonna have my little costume on and everything.
So, but what people don't realize, black cats are actually
Good
spiritual
love, and I
beings.
love them, and I
They're
love
good
them.
luck and protection. If you look up the real meaning of a black cat, it's actually protection. Same with snakes. They gate
Gate.
the
Huh.
people, let me change this. The people who changed Christianity gave snakes a bad rep because they said that the devil came through a serpent, which is
A
the snake.
serpent.
So the serpent isn't the problem. It's the devil that's the problem. And if you're part of Christianity, then you also know, because spiritual people know this already, that you also know that the devil can enter and mess with any object or thing. So
Oh,
does that make that person
shit.
or that object just as bad as that serpent? You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Girl, you
He
better
used the
listen. I'm
serpent.
telling
It,
you,
the serpent
you
ain't the problem. It's the devil that's the problem. So
we
so
girl
let's be clear on
listen.
that.
Oh, baby, listen. They's gonna be mad with Auntie. Girl, listen. I already
I'm
know.
just saying.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, girl, they done let you come on this show and they done let you talk me into this mess with you. Cause they know I don't go there on my show. But we is going there, girl. Next I'm going there. I'm going. We gonna go there
I'm
next
just
week.
saying, stop calling this innocent animal the problem. That's not the problem. The devil who messed with that animal is the problem.
We're gonna talk about the response. We ain't gonna talk about what he did last time. You see, people that's why I be talking about that accountability. See? See, let's make it make sense. That's what I'm telling you, baby. Listen, that's what I'm telling you. They is not ready, but listen, I know because we down to the last 9 minutes, and he gonna come in
Okay.
when it's almost 5 minutes to it. So before we get there, I do want to shout out my wonderful, wonderful supporters at HS Soap Company. He is that's one the young man I was telling you about that has the HS. He has HS as well, but he does the HS soap company. Mr. Pedro Romero. He always sends us over these wonderful,
Hey.
wonderful samples. He is the reason why my scars are leaving and why I probably look 45 today, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I
She
probably look at
told me
today.
about you. She told me about you the day she met me. So you got to be the
What?
shit because she bringing you back
Listen.
up.
Oh, always, baby. Listen, listen. And they finna put him up here and we finna see his specials. Right. There he go. Listen,
Hey.
Yes, Mr. Pedro Romero, he has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful soaps. I'm telling you, like the soaps is crazy. And he makes them and they are all natural. And I love them. Like I live by them. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't used another soap. I actually got rid of all my other soaps that I was using.
Okay.
Um because I started using his products and I don't like I've given
I don't know. So while she's connecting back on, let me just before we
there you
click
go.
off, give you an option on how to reach me. My
Right.
email is heal@renasimone.com. So it's heal at my name up there, renasimone.com. Or you can text me at 813-841-3106 and just let me know that you're trying to become a client and then we will go from there. Please text first because I get so many calls. Sometimes I don't answer because I'm not sure what it's about. So if you text me and let me know that it's a serious inquiry, I'll go ahead and reach back out to you. And again, that's 813-841-3106 or heal@renasimone.com is the email.
That's right, ma'am. That's right. That's right. And this is
Excellent
our
cleaning.
yes, Miss AR Ariana Cleaning. And we all know if you look at the prices, especially after this hurricane that we done had down here, y'all need to get in contact with Miss AR, Miss Ariana. And I'm telling y'all, listen, The prices, I'm pretty sure right now somebody can use that with the cleanup because I know we still cleaning up down here in Tampa and Hillsborough County. So you contact Miss A&R Excellent Cleaning. You can get information there off of the flyer. If not, you can go ahead and find the information on my page. What's that? I said people dinging and stuff. Whatever. Listen, I be having stuff done started that I got people be calling and trying to ding in and stuff, but it's too late for that. We down to my last 5 minutes. And this, of course, is our Blood Don't Make You family. So I'll make sure I get you a shirt. This is this is our Blood Don't Make You family shirt because you are not part of the Blood Don't Make You family.
Yellow one. I want that.
I got you, girl. We definitely will get you one. We definitely make sure you one. And if you would like your very own Make It Make Sense with Auntie t-shirt, the Blood Don't Make You family shirt, you can reach out to Lemons Make It Make Sense. There you go. $30 plus shipping and handling, and I will get them to you. And there are special gifts that come along with them. I'm super excited. I'm finna start making some more earrings. So I'm finna make some lemon earrings that I'm going to be making clay earrings. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Angel number 555. Angel number 555. It's
That's
555.
right. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
So,
See, and we catch them always. I catch them all day long. I be catching them all. I catch them all day. But y'all listen, and y'all know I love Five Below. Before I leave here, this is not a paid promotion, but y'all know Auntie love lemons, everything lemons. So I decided I was in Five Below because they have all my lemon stuff over there. And especially where I live at on 7th Street, I go in there and see all my girls in there, Vicky and all the little crew. They're working there. But I went in there the other day, and they always, when they get new little lemon stuff, they like, oh, look, we got something cute for you. I went in there, and girl, listen, they have this little cute, I don't know if you can see it. Right. So it is, and it actually makes the little lemon. It's a little juicer. So I'm finna be playing with Play-Doh. Right, I'm finna go play with some Play-Doh. Yeah, I am. I'm finna play with Play-Doh today. Oh yeah, and then it makes it look like it making like little lemonade. So it gave me like little cups, the
I
little
love
fruit
it.
juices. Yeah, right. It was so adorable. So I had to. I told her I was gonna make sure I shot it out. Also, I'm supposed. Ooh, don't kill me. I'm supposed to be shouting out. Where was I at? See, Show I got a cartoon in the words and more designs. Of course, Mr. Show I.
Okay.
Right. If you need any graphic designs, please don't kill me, Show I. If you need to do any graphic designs, if you are, any of that, all that stuff for your business. See, I done got lost words, got tied up at the time. But yeah, so check out Smooth Transitions on Facebook and IG for your art needs. You can contact him at Alfred Young because we were having some issues with the whole Facebook and they had done took his page because he had got hacked. So we are in works of creating a new page for the Smooth Transitions business, but you can reach him at Alfred Young or you can reach me, Auntie Chris, you can reach out and we will get that to you, or you can give me a call. 656, what is my number? 216-1373. That is for all Auntie. So if you need to talk to me, if you need to call me, that is my actual telephone number. Yes, I'm giving my telephone number out to around the world. If you call me, if you play on my phone, you will get the Auntie. In reality, I don't mind calling you back. And if you're close enough, I don't mind coming to come visit. Stop playing with me. But like for real. But yeah, we are super excited. So we do want to thank Miss Rena.
Thank you for
Simone.
having me.
Yes, girl. We do want to truly thank you for being here today. I'm super excited about the next show. So y'all, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. I'm promising you. We're gonna do it next weekend. We're gonna talk about them soul ties and the spirits and all that good stuff y'all got going on. Yeah, we're gonna do that next week.
Okay.
We're gonna do that next week. And y'all always know, if like I said, I am Auntie. I appreciate every single one of you all from tuning in from all over the world. Like, listen, they all over the world. We're over to 179 countries. Of course, that's Mr. DC. And we truly thank you for tuning in. I am Auntie. Don't forget, stay tuned at 7:30. Was it 7:30? Make sure y'all 7 o'clock tune in for the Zoe. Speak that shit for them 2 hours, and trust me, it is worth it. And then after his show is over, you tune in. Stay tuned for You Guys Are the Worst with our very own Mr. DC. So make sure y'all stay tuned every Thursday to y'all Thursday lineup. Make it make sense with Auntie. I love y'all, and I will see each and every one of y'all next week at the same time.
Bye. Peace, love, and light to all. Bye.
Oh shit.